Welcome back, kitchen enthusiasts. We're in the kitchen and we're here to discuss the 4 methods of baking and the required equipment list for you to get started on your baking journey today. Rest assured, we will also provide you with the best examples of the products you can consider buying at the end of this informational video. As always, the links for the products we mention are in the description down below, as well as timestamps to help you navigate through the video. Before we begin, be sure to like the video and subscribe to stay with us in the kitchen, especially if you're interested in more informational list-related content just like this one. Baking is probably the most entry-level task we are introduced to in the kitchen and in the culinary arts in general. However, baking techniques aren't given much thought and are often overlooked. There are actually 4 basic baking methods used in general. Once you familiarize yourself with these methods, you will be able to handle any recipe that comes your way. In order for you to achieve that, we will be walking you through the 4 methods of baking and the required list of equipment. The first method is whisking. This procedure requires the mixture to be whisked, allowing air to enter the flour dough, making it rise. Usually the mixture is composed of eggs and sugar that is whisked until the ribbon stage. The dry ingredients are then frisked thoroughly and folded gently throughout the egg mixture in batches of 2 or sometimes on occasion 3. The batter is now to be folded until traces of flour are no longer present, but be careful not to overmix, since there is no raising agent involved. The whisking process should be done correctly for the cake to rise properly. Being unable to fold the flour gently enough may result in a dense, crumbly cake instead of the desired light and airy texture. Whisking is a great method for making cakes, especially for individuals who want less fat or prefer a lighter sponge cake, as they don't usually contain butter. This method is commonly used in making Swiss rolls, Genoese sponges, and chiffon cakes. Whisking is also essential in dishes that contain meringue. The second method is creaming. This procedure is most probably the most challenging of the 4 methods. Creaming is the foundation of numerous baked goods, such as cakes and cookies. This method basically involves thoroughly creaming or blending butter and sugar before adding any other ingredients. One tip for successful creaming is by starting with the butter at the right temperature. Your fingers should leave a small indent when pressing the butter, but it should not easily press through the butter. During the creaming method, it is important to keep going until the mixture of the butter and sugar is pale, light and creamy. Once you have achieved this, only then are the eggs added, followed by the rest of the dry ingredients. What's tricky about this method, aside from the undercreaming, is the possibility that when eggs are added, the mixture may split, which will result in a tough and dry cake. This method is also used in making biscuits and chocolate chip cookies. One indicator showing that your mixture is properly creamed is when it appears very light in color and texture. Another indicator is when the mixture has almost doubled in volume and sugar granules are no longer seen, but you can still feel them if you rub the batter between your fingers. Once you have achieved these qualities, you may now move on to the rest of your recipe. Creaming is widely used for cakes such as the Victoria sponge or even the fig and caramel cake. The third method is melting. This may very well be the simplest of all the methods. Basically, this means melting all the liquids with the exceptions of eggs and dairy, along with any fruit or chocolate. Cakes made using this melting method often end up being more dense and moist as compared to cakes with any other method. It starts with melting the butter or fat in a pot before the eggs and other dry ingredients are added. A chemical agent such as baking powder is then added to help the cake rise. Just like the creaming method, be careful not to overmix the mixture as it will overdevelop the gluten, resulting in a dry and tough cake. Baking these types of cakes may take quite a while, so make sure that it is protected in the oven by lining the tin with a high side liner. Lastly, constantly monitor the top of the cake. If it starts browning too much, simply cover it with some foil with the shiny side up to reflect the heat away from the top part of the cake. In addition, melting is a commonly used method in biscuits and crunchies. The fourth and last method is the rubbing in method. This method requires a bit of skill and a light touch. Usually it is used to make dishes such as short crust pastry, crumbles and scones. What makes the rubbing in method unique is that it coats the flour proteins in layers of fat. This way, it is harder for water to get through, resulting in less gluten. This leads to a finer and more tender crumb. The rubbing in method happens when the fat or butter is being worked into the flour by rubbing in the pieces through the fingers. It is better to lift up the mixture while rubbing it so that the air going through keeps it cool. This will turn out to have a breadcrumb or a sand-like texture. Sugar is often added and then a little liquid shortly afterwards to create a dough. The rubbing in method ends when equal parts liquid is combined with the rubbed in flour and fat. At this point, we advise you to form the dough in your preferred shape or gently and carefully roll it out and limit the handling of it to prevent loss of structure. One tip to successfully use the rubbing in method is by using frozen fat. When making scones and pastries, the fat and liquid need to be cold. If you are using butter as your chosen fat, freeze it and grate it into the flour before rubbing it in. This is because when the cold butter is rubbed into the flour, it creates a pocket of flavor, impossible with room temperature butter. Once the cold butter and liquid enter the oven, the water in these ingredients will start to evaporate, creating moisture and allowing the dough to rise, creating a tender and light crumb. Now that we have covered the 4 methods, let's move on to the required materials needed to bake the best possible dish. The first item is the mixing bowl. It has a number of uses such as storage, working doughs, organizing, and of course mixing ingredients. Our team at In the Kitchen highly recommends using the Pyrex glass mixing bowl set. This said set has a 1 quart, 1.5 quart, and a 2.5 quart variants. This mixing bowl is made of durable, high-quality tempered glass, which is dishwasher, freezer, microwave, and preheated oven safe. In addition, its non-porous properties won't absorb food odors, flavors, or stains, making it hygienic and very easy to clean. The bowl's round shape maximizes space for full-range stirring and mixing. The bowl also comes with a 2-year limited warranty against manufacturer defects. This versatile set makes it perfect for anyone who wants to experiment with baking recipes. The second item is the stand mixer. This is used to efficiently do the rigorous mixing task for you. Our team at In the Kitchen recommends the Cuisinart stand mixer. This mixer has a powerful 500-watt motor and durable die-cast metal construction, making it fully capable of handling heavy mixing tasks. It has 12 speeds for precise mixing, and it features a tilt-back head, allowing easy access to its 5.5 quart capacity bowl. Its bowl capacity mixes enough batter for 5 dozen cookies or stirs up to 6 cups of dry ingredients. This makes it perfect for small to medium-sized families. The third item is the measuring cup. This is used to accurately measure the volume of liquid or solid cooking ingredients. Our team highly recommends the OXO Good Grips 4-piece stainless steel measuring cups with magnetic snaps. It's durable, accurate, and long-lasting. The set includes a quarter, a third, a half, and 1 cup variants. The cups feature magnetic handles, keeping the cups together for storage, and allows you to remove them one at a time. The cups feature permanently etched marks, allowing the user to easily identify which cup is needed for measuring. It is also designed to make leveling ingredients easy for greater accuracy. It is a perfect choice for individuals who prefer high-end tools. The fourth item is a rubber scraper baking spatula. This is a very common kitchen item, mainly used for scraping contents out of a bowl or stirring and blending batters. Our team recommends the U-Taste silicone spatula set. This super durable spatula is heat resistant up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit because of its food-grade silicone material. There are no crevices for the food to be stuck in, making it easy to hand wash, while it is also dishwasher safe. It's quite easy to use because it's stiff enough to bear pressure while soft enough to reach every curve of the bowl. Whether you're a beginner or expert baker, its features and durability make it a worthwhile addition to the kitchen. The fifth and final item is the baking pan. It is used to bake runny batters and allow proper heat distribution for even browning. Our team suggests getting the Wilton Recipe Right non-stick cake pan. Its 2-pan set has heavy gauge construction that spreads heat evenly and prevents warping, providing you with both great performance and durability. Its non-stick coating allows quick release and easy cleanup. This pan is also dishwasher safe. However, our team suggests washing it in warm soapy water before and after use for good maintenance. It has a 5-year limited warranty, providing the user with excellent after-sales service. This makes a worthwhile long-term investment. And there you have it, folks. the In the Kitchen team's breakdown of the 4 methods of baking and the required equipment list. If you have any insights that you would like to share with the team, do drop it in the comment section below and we will be sure to take a look over it for our next update. If you like this video and it helped you in any way, please do give it a like and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay connected and updated with all of the research into everything that makes our kitchens great. We look forward to seeing you in the kitchen again soon.